Another one of our exit polls shows President Biden had less of an impact on voters' decisions in this midterms than any other president has had in the last decade. That may explain why, despite the president's low approval ratings, Democrats won in states like Pennsylvania and Michigan and avoided the kind of shellacking President Obama suffered when he lost 63 seats in 2010.
Did you receive a stimulus check? Have you been one that's been waiting for your state to send it to your mailbox or through direct deposit? Well, maybe your check has been delayed, and we have all that information right here in this video, as well as how much higher will interest rates go? Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another show. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Veterans Day to all our veterans and those in the armed services. We really appreciate you and thank you for all that you do. Thank you for fighting so that way we could have our freedom. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning in today. We've got some interesting news, stimulus check information, and some things from the federal government. We have a ton of information on giveaways and a new movie quote line that you might want to jump on at the end of this video. So saying that, I hope that you're having a good Friday, and let's dive on the screen. So interest rates go up even more in 2023. To break it down in a summary, the Fed's first big policy mistake of the pandemic era was having the courage to act. Arguing for a faster response of inflation to monetary policy is the Fed's balance sheet changes. The Fed will have to push the federal funds rate up at least to 5%. The Federal Reserve's plan for interest rates will miss its target of 2% inflation, not even with some good luck. It won't take much more than the Federal is currently planning if they change plans soon. As it seems likely, look for the short-term interest rates of at least 5.5% in 2023. This is something that with interest rates, not only with the housing market, but it seems that everything has gone up. So I was talking with my bank person. She began to tell me that, hey, John, interest rates have gone up within the last few months. She says, for example, people that were looking at a 6 to 7%, maybe on a personal loan, maybe on a signature loan, now they're up to 9, 10, 11, 12%, almost double of what it was just a few months ago. So my question to you viewers is, for you that have been here for a while and you know how things have happened, maybe you were one that made it through 2008 standing strong, or maybe you were one who lost everything. And I know plenty of people and have friends that did lose everything. They lost businesses, they lost their house, and they lost their vehicle. So it's one of the things that is not good for anybody. Many people have said that the United States is in a recession, like Elon Musk, who recently bought Twitter. But then moving on, Joe Biden said that, hey, you're wrong, we're not in a recession. But then the federal government comes and said that inflation is still horrible and that in order to stop it, we need to raise interest rates. They're going to go up even more. So what does that do for people? Well, it makes them stop buying it. I mean, no one's going to pay a huge high interest rate on a house. I know that back in the day when I bought my house, I was literally in the 2% interest rate. Now it's tripled. We looked at the housing market for a buddy who was in the market looking for a house, and the interest rates were 5 to 6%. And I thought, oh my gosh, your buying power just went super, super low. So what does that say for people that are trying to buy a home? What about that family that's ready to start the next chapter in life? This is why leadership and the right decisions have to be made, because it affects millions and millions of people. In fact, more than just people that are buying homes, what about those that can't work a job and make money? What about those on social disability? I mean, literally, their checks haven't really went up, and then everything else has. How fair is that to them? Now, I know that many of the Republicans were saying that it's not fair to give student loans right now canceled when others who paid it, and that's not fair, and I'm good with that. I get that. It's not fair because many people really worked hard to go to school and work to pay them off. But what about the unfairness of the interest rates and things going up and inflation for those seniors and those on a fixed income? Well, that's not fair either. So why don't we split it down the middle, give them $5,000, give the students $5,000, and everybody wins. At least $5,000 is something, right? So let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. So moving on to the beginning of this video, the question was, Did you receive a stimulus check? Have you received it? Have you been waiting on it? Well, this just come out 2 hours ago. Stimulus checks and other payments. The IRS is sending letters to millions as the deadline looms. If you received a letter from the Internal Revenue Service, well, don't panic. This is nothing to be worried about. It could mean that there is money that you need to claim that's been waiting for you, and you need to take action to get that money. The IRS announced in mid-October that it is trying to contact over 9 million people who are still owed stimulus payments, the Earned Income Tax Credit, or the Child Tax Credit. So I understand that this channel is True Life Investing in many things like finances, cryptocurrency, and other things in life. But I'm telling you, when I am owed money, I can promise you that I'm going to stay on top of that to make sure I get paid. I'm just saying. But there are really 9 million people who still haven't got that stimulus check. The IRS announced tax inflation adjustments while your paycheck could see a huge bump. Wow. The IRS wants to remind the potentially eligible people, especially families, that they may qualify for these valuable tax credits. We encourage people who have filed a tax return yet for 2021 to review these options. If they aren't required to file a tax return, they still may qualify for several important credits. We don't want people to overlook these tax credits, and the letters will remind people of their potential eligibility and steps that they can take. The IRS is keeping the free filing pool tool open for the extra month this year, extending the deadline to November 17th. You can also use the childtaxcredit.gov to file a 2021 tax return and claim the credit, even if you don't have children. The Easy File tool streamlines the process, especially for people who don't usually file, but people who miss the November deadline can still file a 2021 tax return. Typically, this is a 3-year period for tax filers to claim credits they are eligible for. So this is something that I really wanted to bring to everyone's attention, that there are 9 million people who still haven't received a stimulus check. And if that's you, and like I said at the beginning, if you haven't received it, then definitely go to the IRS website, check out the tool, put in your information, and it may be you who is eligible to get one of these stimulus checks. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for your love and support for this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to have your chance to win some free money. And all you got to do is follow these steps down below to make sure that you have a good chance to get your name selected to win some free money that we'll be doing on the 22nd. If you enjoyed our movie line and you really want to jump in for more and get those prizes, then definitely jump in and follow these steps here. Let us know, #ILoveMovies, and which movie you think that we're talking about the movie quote. So we've done 2 movies already, and now for your 3rd movie. You're talking to my guy all wrong. Do it again, and I stab you in the face with a soldering iron. So guys, that is the movie line. I'm telling you, it's iconic. If you like movies and you love the movies of the 90s, then this scene will definitely let you know which movie it is. Guys, I love you. Stay safe. Stay tuned for more videos to come. And until next time, I'm John Muro. Peace.